Fox News' Hillary Golston joins us now with a look at what this means for your wallet.
Yeah, Brandon and Taryn, we all feel it, don't we? And if we need to borrow, we're going to feel it there also. Just in, the Fed may talk about a possible 1 percentage point rate hike. That's 100 basis points. The central bank did raise rates by 75 basis points the last time they met. Already the steepest rate hike in almost 30 years. So borrowing money will be more expensive when everything else already is.
I believe it's more like 15–20%. And it's not just food, it's not just gas, it's cost of living, it's your rent.
Another 40-year high for inflation, and to many it feels even higher than the official Labor Department stats. The Consumer Price Index, a broad measure of the costs urban consumers pay for everyday goods, soaring to 9.1%. year over year. Nearly half of the increase can be blamed on higher energy costs. All of this adding up to a lack of consumer confidence in just about anything.
A lot of people just trying to figure it out at this point. You know, where do you do from now?
Fed Chair Jerome Powell met with lawmakers Tuesday ahead of the bombshell figures we saw Wednesday, and legislators confirm Powell is still very concerned about inflation. But Oakland University economist Dr. Michael Greiner does point out that this figure, like many economic measures, is a lagging indicator.
There's a lot to be said for the fact that this is backward looking, and the things that were really the biggest price pressures have actually been coming down already a little bit.
We had a CPI print of 9.1%, but the core price increase year over year was about 5.9%, just under 6%. So how high is inflation in reality when it comes to going to the grocery store, buying gas, living? It feels certainly much greater than either 5.9% or 9.1%.
Yeah, it does. And that's actually the reality when you look at the numbers, because when you look at the CPI, the things that jumped by a lot are basically energy prices, food prices, and housing.
Then there was the effect on jobs. The U.S. added 372,000 jobs in June, but estimates are there are still more than 11 million job openings. There are a number of companies, especially in the tech sector, that have said we're not hiring on additional people or looking at hiring freezes, and yet we still see that the labor market is supposedly a very good one for the laborer. That can be something that's difficult to kind of reconcile, especially when real earnings have also dropped another 3.6%.
You're talking about people like, for example, in the hotel industry or the restaurant industry, who might not be paid more, whereas people in more professional roles might have actually kept their jobs throughout the recession, or might have come back earlier on once the COVID crisis is over. But in some of these lower paid professions, people are just starting to come back.
And Dr. Greiner says a 100 basis point move would be a really big shock, certainly to all of us. He says markets rely on signals that the Fed sends, so he thinks 75 basis points is much more likely at the Fed's next meeting.